he will actually add water or sugar in the sauce because the thoughts are elsewhere. So, yes, please. Oh, yeah, she's asking grandmothers or older people, she has a phone in the hand, the knife. Bana banga akambe kange kaliwa. Akambe kaliwa. Akambe nakatadde wano. What is my knife? I'm like, naye jaja. Akambe kakano. Banange. Mwana wange wa makakano. Choka banange. Oh, yes. Hello, here. Hello, here. Yes, it is common when one is becoming old and losing some memory, especially with menopause and old age. It can come. But there is when we can face challenges and we act like that. You find someone walking, you call, or you talk to someone, Irene, and Irene is there. And you're like, Irene, I'm talking to you, like, huh? Like, what were you saying? Nga, the thoughts are very far. So please, always wake your children up every now and then. Wake them up. Don't teach while seated. You see, Jackie, she has a chair. I can lecture, I can sit and talk to you while you write, but I don't want. Because I expect you to do as I am doing. At least listen and go and pick one or two. Our tongues, the testing, can hypertest or hypotest. That is sensory now. The sensory challenges. You have had people who test and is like, and you add. This salt is not enough. And you're like, what's wrong? Someone adds in half a tin of hot pepper, and you put little. You're like, yeah. Another one is like, what are you talking about? Now, like the Indian kids, Mama, cook green here. I can't have a teacher, Jackie, teacher. Yes, I have brought my roti, yeah, and you have told us to share. So please let us share. She gave me a chapati roti. I was like, you people, it was looking nice in the eyes. I had appetite for it. I will never forget. Mbagambe sinywa mazi, but I took a half liter non-stop. Kamura riyali muli, but a 3-year-old child can eat that pepper. That means their tasting ability has been reduced because they have to get used to pepper. Without pepper, their food is not enough, or maybe, but with that pepper, it has helped them. You know, Indian kids are very good at math. Pepper. Mulieka mulali. Siriyo. Our smelling ability. Do you see how nice this cup is looking? It is very well washed, very clean, very well made. But a person who has hypersensitivity in smelling will smell at it. Never, ever. Their eyes, their security is in the nose, okay? And they will have to. Everything. And you're like, hey. And we call that bulombo. Not so. Oyonayali name is those are sensory disorders. Sensory what? Ani alwala ko COVID. Who suffered from COVID? Yes. Many of us went through it. You are welcome to back to life. At that time, how would you feel when someone touched you like this? Touching you. Your body was, mine was repelling. I went through it. Nayenga omwana okujenega mambi the body is repelling everything called touch to the extent of almost wanting to remove the clothes. That's how a child with autism can feel when they isolate themselves, getting to know that they don't want to be touched. Their bodies are hypersensitive. Are we together? They are those who are hypersensitive. So when you see them, you are going to touch him, he's like, you even put a peck on his head, and he's like, you give him a peck, they don't want, they are so hypersensitive. Their skin, the skin is hypersensitive. But there's that one who is hyposensitive. And for them, they want that hard grip for them to be comfortable. So the two differ. So that's why I brought hyper and hypo. It may be hyperactivity, hypo, or hypersensitivity or hyposensitivity. Okay? So look at those children and see why they isolate themselves. So when you find that when you touch him, he's like this, hold him firmly, you'll see them just feel comfortable. Are we together? We have said, I think I'm done with that. So let us know the depth of our bodies. Let us know that when the ears, there are children who are able to hear, and there are those who are able to listen. That's why you get 90s, 100, then you get those ones. Those who are not listening, the network is not available at that time you are giving him a concept. But it will come later when they are in discussion with a fellow child. Do you know why? One, this child fears you because you are ever tough. You enter and you're like, wow, yeah. And you're like, yeah, you. 4 times 5. 3 times 2. This child is still thinking about, they have packed for him a sweet potato, yet he wanted a donut. And he's still like, He wants to tell you, like, teacher, actually. And like, 4 times 5. You're like, Bah! Another one. 6 times. You finished the Mirundi yesterday. You finished the what? But today you are revising. Isn't that reviewing the previous lesson? Tabijukira. It's not that tabijukira. It's where you, that child, the hearing is still far. But this child, given chance, gradually, he will wake up and he will do the best in class with practice. Can we revise the way we approach every learner? At least first discover. How are you? Hi, are you okay? Any problem? Okay, you can write it down. What is disturbing you? Okay, let us get here. Give them an empowering word. Jesus loves us. Allah loves us. Do you know? Yeah, I'm here by the grace of God. You give them the vibe so that they believe in themselves. They'll give you what you want. We had our teacher, Asporo, Mama. He had glasses and he had squints. So whenever he had glasses on, the lenses would be corrected. But his finger was also like this. So he would say, the man was tough. You do this, and I was doing his work properly. I would answer, I knew about science, especially that one of the eclipse. I knew it very well. I knew math. P5, I was wonderful. Mama, Asporo. So discovering that as I was performing well, sometimes I would be delayed. Because at one time I would delay 1 week because I had to help my grandmother. And another time, either it's me or Nakamate, yes? So 1 week off. So let me come, and I have not attended to one of them. I would face it. So, at least with glasses, that was fine. Let the glasses be off. He's like, yeah. All right. Yesterday, we learned about convex scale and concave lens. Have you heard? Yes. Now, you people, children suffer. Then the eyes are like, oh. Now he looks at you. Aha. Now. All right. The worst is when he doesn't mention your name and he's looking at you. He's like, you. Yeah. You tell us. Now, Mazima, I have said, you tell us. Who is you amongst you? Or you? Where was I looking? Huh? Huh? It's a natural disability. It is there. But the man punished us for his disability. And I was like that child. I was like the child we talked about. Very aggressive, very straightforward. When you say, you are disturbing me, I also tell you, you are disturbing me. So whenever I would say, aha, yes, you at the back, tell us, what is a concave lens? And I'm like, he means you. It's you. It's you. Then the other is, it's, Master, you mean this one? Yeah? You, like, I've said you. Hey! I stood up one day and I told him, in P5, Master Asporo, please help us. You either learn our names or prepare to beat us and you kill us. Because you are pointing at me, I'm giving you the answer, you are saying this one. You are saying this. The children laughed. Even when I meet them, they're like, you told Master Asporo the truth. But I really I suffered. So at times, our eyes can be off the sensory part. Are we together? So look at that child, help them get to know. But when they are bumping into things, one thing is for a fact that this child may be having a visual challenge and needs to be taken. Teachers, I've heard some of you say that some children are autistic or some children are neuro what? Yes. You are saying, do you have proof? Where is teacher Miriam? Okay. Who has proof that that child is autistic? Who has proof? Who has proof that that child is psychotic? Who has proof that child is maybe blind? Or that child has a learning disability? Do you have proof? Yes, please? Okay. When you have that chance, you provide, but still a parent may not be knowing what type of, unless when they have gone. Wonderful. Okay? Yes, please.
But at times also, there are some which we can detect. For example, a child who has a hearing impairment, if that child has maybe sat behind, as you talk, you see the child keeps on like tuning. Then when you ask that, are you not hearing me? Yes. Then you'll have detected and others show.
But you have first seen and asked. You have not confirmed. And it is the child that has told you. You still have not confirmed, but at least he has told you. But there is this child you've just seen and said, this child is blind because he knocks into things. Are you sure he's blind? No, what I'm bringing out is the reason why it is an early identification tool. Your duty is to identify, not to confirm. You have not done a diagnosis. Let the parent take the initiative to take the child and confirm what challenge this child has. That is the reason for this tool. It is called an early identification tool of learning challenges. Are we together? Yes, we may be knowing. Yes, I can now tell, from the way, but we are going to see why. So, as I conclude with autism, I will be just taking what we have covered through autism. Visual has been there because it is sensory. Feeling is there. Hearing is there. But I will be just confirming. But from this, we get to know that autism is no longer a disease. It's not sickness that needs medication. It's not sickness that needs anything, but it can be diagnosed. It can be assessed. I have a standard tool here for assessment from that Institute of Autism. You can refer parents, and after confirming the percentage, I have mathematics there even when I threw it away. I will tell the percentage of autism. Is it hyper or hypo? And how the parent can improve together with you, the teachers, to help this child to learn better, to fit or to be included. Otherwise, they will continue. Because it will go with food, it will go with attitude, it will go with others. Because we have seen their attitude, difficulties, doing what, on asparagus syndrome. But others, why we said it is a spectrum, you look at an umbrella, a rainbow. You've seen a rainbow. So it has different colors. And when you go to notes about autism, even on Google, you'll see different colors and the puzzles, okay? They are puzzles because we are all puzzled. We don't know why a child is flying or the child is hypo. Girls are always hypo, They hide. We don't know why a child is not eating food, yet the food is delicious, has good smell. But today, we have seen that children with autism can have sensory challenges that stop them from smelling the good smell and repel or turn everything down. In conclusion, autism is a disorder that this disorder will come either from the food or from the emotional challenges or from toxins. Toxins are foodstuffs that have toxins indeed. So for them, they just can eat all the organic food that you think about, minus acidic foods like pineapples, oranges, tangerines. Those ones should be off. Reduce all the factory-made products like sugar, soda, those cakes, or wheat products. And create, at least this child, introduce him to the organic food. You are about to tell me, ask me, but these children have no appetite. Yes. With the therapy, we clear the toxins and tap them and remove them from the body gradually. And this child will wake up to eat every food that comes his way, scientifically, with Eastern medicine. Your hands are your medicine. They are gadgets to treat different diseases and different disorders. Praise God. Amen. So, we have seen that the disorder just is the inversion, the diversion of the energy, which was moving outward. It will just turn around and go the other way around. Just like this water, which was running, but was diverted or is forced to go back. Can you divert River Nile? Uganda will be just dead and finished, and it will be a lake of its own. Amin wanted to do it. Hey, to punish the Egyptians. He said, that the river Nile starts from, does it even start from Uganda? I found it in Rwanda. Huh? But he said, we want to do what? To divert this water. To where? God created it and gave it the way. Huh? But it wouldn't have been possible because that is how it was created. So we shall see the therapy to calm down all those cases. So the children that have been disturbing you, just get to know. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Oh, you are very smart. How are you? Wow, this is very good. Very good. Yeah. Or you make them have an exercise, okay? Let's tap, 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 turn around and tap, 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 tap the back and tap. Create music. Waliwo goyamba. Obabona, you are giving therapy as an exercise. Are we together? Kubagwa bochikola. Two children, you will lie down. Wait, don't even try it. As you're expecting, if you're expecting, your energy is already taken away. Do not try it. You try ogwawali, nebakutwala mu ddwaliro. It is so powerful that it cools you. It is a two-way traffic. After giving it, you need to eat very good food to package up because it is lost from you, but you are giving it to a child to get them better. Are we together? Okay. Any question here? And we close this chapter and we continue. Any question? Yes, teacher.
There are these children who don't know how to manage their temperance. Do they also have autism, or they belong in a different class? Managing temperance, 0. Just as the child gets annoyed, feels like dying, removing even clothes, falling, like, Yes.
Thank you, teacher. We have seen, thank you for that question. And in like observable indicators, we say interpersonal relationships and communication are down. Repetitive behaviors, they can either rock, they can do this, they can flap, whatever they can do this, they can isolate themselves, they can jump back and forth, or they can repetitive or stereotype behavior. They have sensory sensitivity, okay? And some of them, they are proprioception. It's like proprioception is where they feel like, I want to live something, and they want to force themselves onto. If he has seen his ball there, for him he wants to pass here, and he will fight with this wall so that he goes through, okay? He will not think about any other direction. They can be, you can see, they can balance. And sensory, we have talked about this, okay? Here, they have, when you give them, they have many questions. Some were not answered, or you can ask, what is this? He's not looking at you, okay? Okay, so these children have, where you are like, they are so aggressive, that is called temper tantrums, Temper tantrums, children with autism or hyperactivity or others who have emotional challenge, they can sit down, yeah. When they are doing that, let them cry, yeah. But give them space, that is if they are at home. But of course, when they're in class, you get to know how to calm them down. Therapeutically, please come. Yeah. It is all about calming them like this. And when the child is throwing a lot of temper tantrums, you hold him like this, or her, get to know that he will hit you like this. So what you do, you make sure when this head is coming, it will tap here. And then for you, you tap. Irene, please don't sleep. Then you will see this child. Please, thank you. You will see this child get down. So when they are up, they can be dangerous, okay? They can hurt themselves. They can knock things. You will revise now. You go to YouTube and look for that child with autism whom they took to a supermarket and he broke all the screens. Or that child who pulled everything in the class and threw it down. And the teacher was like, what is it now? What is it? But the teacher gave that child space to use the energy so that she calms down. But things somehow were destroyed. And teachers were giving comments because I threw it on a certain platform. They were like, Zenavera mu class yange. Like a stick will always be there. It will not help. At that time, a stick even is just like a smoothener. It will be helping him or her. To them, beating, I said, is not a big problem to them. So let them cry. Yes, Teacher Irene.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have a question. Where do you put these children, especially boys, who are so much attached to girls? And also, they always flow with female teachers, and yet they are boys.
Sexually?
No, yeah?
Love, kind of.
No. Even in class, if they have any problem, they can only go to the female teacher. They cannot go to the male teacher. And then you also have girls who are so much attached to boys in class. They only want to discuss with them. They want to share with them. And they are also so much attached to male teachers. So are they also under sensory? Because it is still touch, it's still... Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have sometimes when nature or hormones turn the other way around. And we also have the nature that dictates upon a girl child and a boy child. Naturally, you have found girls being pro-daddy and boys being pro-mommy. Naturally, there is that attachment and competition for space. The girl will be thinking, yeah, mommy will kind of look like competitive. Ngalinga mujawo to daddy. Because they know daddy is providing for you and he has to provide for me. Okay? That's the girl. And the boy will say, Mwana, daddy, chochimama chafefe. Naturally, it's not like he's so much into that sexual attachment, but it's nature. And you'll find a boy confiding in the mommy. And mommy will say, Mwana wange, kwata yo extra what? Mutwalo. You've seen that thing, that scenario. It's nature. It's what? Okumanyanti, it's nature, teacher.
But there is one of things.
It is extreme. Aha. Good. I'm coming to that. Yes. So from nature, now we come to extreme, like you've said. Okay? Attachment. Either when you go to the background, you'll find that this child has grown up in a family of girls or only boys. Like I have one boy, he's my last born. It's only that he's now in a mixed school. But he grew up also wanting to carry babies because he saw the sisters also in the same club. But there are those natural ingredients that will be there, like wanting to drive, wanting to do this. I want to tell you, one day there was a man who grew up and behaved like a girl, even in the walking. And somewhere, he even had like hips and was looking good. He didn't have parents, so he went and someone took him up to take care of the cows and be with the family so that he brings him up. But because he was already grown up, he started hiding, because they were mainly girls, in that home. And he could bathe alone so that they don't see him. But even the voice was feminine, like that of girls. Banange, to cut the story short, the men start kuvogereza. They paid dowry. Yes. The boy was picked and given to that family, but they thought he was a girl, and he also kept quiet. The breasts people can have small. Me as an athlete, even in college, they couldn't see my breasts. I ran and I beat them. They said they should check me. And the female teacher from Chisoro took me to the pavilion under there to the toilets to check my breasts, to see if So some people can have small breasts and they come when we are breastfeeding. I want to tell you, people can grow and they become beautiful and you'll not differentiate. Time came when he was brought to up to Kampala, honeymoon starting, and he was like, "Mwana tonkwatako, I'm a man like you." Kwali kwei. So, as teachers, there are children who indeed will be like pro-male. But our duty is to be sensitizing them about their differences. The touch, the bad touch, and the good touch. But if they can feel comfortable and be able to participate actively, let them. Because me, I tell you, I could be anything. Like dancing, amagunjo. The girls would be like, me, I would be dancing the male dances. Be it chinyankore, the girls are like, la 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 la. Me, I would be like, I am dancing with the boys and with the boys we would win because I could. So there is where participatory, you want to win that child. Let it be. For as long as where he's running to, he's not going for the sexual part of the touch and what. That will be different, okay? But if he's there for learning purposes and he's achieving properly, you don't have it. There is no reason why you have to say, now go there where he's not comfortable. I think, what do you think? Is there any problem for this child to be comfortable where he can answer properly because he's feeling he has his peers who think like him, who reason like him or her, and he's feeling okay? Is there a problem? No, as long as he has his space and the other ones, and he's doing the right thing. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Autism yetaja kugwa because gwe manyi okusingayo. Let us go to hearing impairment or deafness. Here we brought deafness because that's the common language used. But hearing impairment is a soft word to not to so much map it on the person, like, yeah, you're deaf. Because actually, hearing can be partial or total inability to hear through the ear, or a deaf person has little or no hearing, and hearing loss may occur in one ear or both ears. Hearing loss can be temporary or permanent. Are we together? You'll get all these notes. They are here for you. But to you as a teacher, she said it. You will see a child in class, the chalkboard is there. Teacher sits here, but this child sits like this, ever. Your teaching is like, huh? Yes. And he's looking at you, Bambi. He is giving you the hearing ear. This one is not able to hear properly. And surprisingly, when you are teaching, you are walking around the class, and you leave him here. You face the other side. He was lip reading you, but you have gone away. So when you're like, yeah, okay, now tell us, what did I say? You're like, huh? Bah! you give a slap to the ear that he was giving you. This one is deaf. The ear that is able to hear you is the one here, and you're like, "Pah!" And that one also gets off. It has happened. There is a girl, she's so beautiful, in a bookshop. I just helped her. She's called Jackie, like me. I sent her to do sign language so that she does total communication. She's a good shopkeeper, very beautiful, I tell you. But she was hard of hearing, and indeed the teacher slapped her, yet she was able. She was trying to give her the hearing ear. Hearing impairment. And it is common. It can be partial or what. So somewhere, somehow, we have therapy for that. Tapping behind the ear, the cup. You cup the fingers and you help when it's partial. But still you can take them for checkup to, it's called audiology, so that they confirm. Audiologists are in Kampala, the KCCA, there's a hospital, they even you get whites or whatever, as if Ugandans cannot learn about the ears and they be perfect. Okay, they're like, omzungu agenda kuja. Then they book for you so that you get to know. And others are there in Tinder school for the deaf and other centers. You'll be helped so that you confirm, because you'll find the child who is like, huh? Yes, teacher, I've not heard you. Or you call, and if this person is just walking backward like this, Jackie! Jackie! I'm like, have you called me? You have shouted for me to be able to hear you. Then I turn and like, did you call me? What will you think? You as a teacher. You as a matron. You as a scholar. What will you think about me? Tell me frankly. Mputu will be the first thing. Yeah? So I had this boy, Benjamin. He suffered seriously with the stepmom. Worst of it, he had physical impairment. So at times like, yeah, Benja, genda jeko amatakuchi kusigiri. And he's going like, so, Benja, soko je, mwana genda kugwa. And he's like, he's still organizing himself. Then you're calling him, omwana agenda kugwa. Amata, omwana. Kind of like, naye mama, lwaki tombulire chintu chimune nchikola. So he will stand there and look at her and freeze. And she comes to even kick him so that he falls down because he's stupid. But the ears were not able to hear properly, so even the balance was not so good. You know that loss of hearing can also create loss of balance? So this boy suffered seriously. So we have such children that have suffered in our hands because we cannot differentiate between hearing and all that. Where is our DJ? Please stand up. Let's energize, let's energize, let's energize. We are going to have 2 groups. And this will be a okay. I'll have A, B, and C. In just 2 minutes, organize yourselves and think about all the nursery songs that you know about. We are going to come back here, sing and dance them. A, B, C. Please gather up just in a small whatever. Create 10 songs, 10 nursery songs. Time is up. Back to your groups. Back to your groups, please. I'm cutting marks. Are we ready? Banange, 2 minutes ended long ago. Okay, where you are. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Group 1, when I stop you, you stop, and another one, I call another one. Okay. A, start. Start the song, start. Group B. Group C.
And we are the soldiers.
Ready to shoot.
We are the soldiers to shoot.
If I had a gun,
A soldier man.
if I had a gun,
I would march like a soldier man, march like a soldier man, oh, march like a soldier man. If I had a Bible, I would preach like a pastor, preach like a pastor.
Group A.
Merry, life is but a dream. Baby, I love you.
Group C.
On the mountain, run. Fire on the mountain, run. Fire on the mountain. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, and it was white as snow. La la la, Mary. Choo-choo train, chicha.
Ken will come tumbling after.
Had a dog and Bingo was his name, oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name, oh.
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Come on, follow the leader. Check the mango tree. Thank you so much. Mulyokanga ne mujjira ne batuulira eyange tejja batuulira. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have something here. What do you see here? What do you see here? Fruits, eh? And we have one side of the tree and the second side, okay? Can someone explain about side A of the tree, this side of the tree? What is happening? Yes, please. Teacher?
Teacher Stella.
Okay.
Side A, the other side, they are
This
looking
side.
at, yes, they are looking at the fruits and they are yearning for it, for the fruits, but they cannot reach. But I see the other side.
Wait. They cannot reach.
Reach.
Clap her. That is one side. They are here yearning for the fruits, but they cannot reach. We shall see the reason. Number 2, can someone explain? Yes, teacher. Mr. Who?
I'm called Isaac.
Yes, please, Isaac.
Actually, I'm a driver, I'm not a teacher.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I see on this right-hand side, like it tells me like that is teamwork. There are many, that's why they are able to reach the fruit.
Clap Isaac. There are many, okay? So I was about to ask, do you see the difference between A and B? What is the challenge here? They don't have fruits, eh? They are yearning, but there is something lacking here. What is that? Teamwork. And on this side, the harvest is serious, eh? It's so big. The basket is full. I think even someone has decided to carry on the head because really they are big, but the kanyama, they have arranged themselves in that there are those who are down to help the middle size, then another one here, and the small size is up here to pick and give them. Then there are those who are saying, later, man, yeah, bring, huh? And eventually, we have said that it is, what was the slogan? Together, everyone achieves more. Thank you so much. Team. We are here as a team, okay? And I loved the way you were really competing. Eh? Now, P7 teachers, please stand up. P7 teachers. I'm not going to embarrass you, don't worry. Yeah, Please, come here. Okay. Now, you're going to sing for me. One yellow duck swimming in the water. I've given you a tune, okay? With actions. Please, 1, 2, 3, and go. Clap there. Okay, please stand aside. Here, stay there. Do you know what? I have a grandson. He has given me this accent of here, there. Eh? He's 1 year and 9 months. But he's speaking seriously. So he can say, Jaja, there, here, when he's like, so stay there. Nursery teachers, please come around. There are many. Line up here and face the audience. Please sing for me the very song. 1, 2, 3, and go.
Swimming in the water.
Wonderful. Clap them. Please. This is wonderful. I love this. So, please go back. It is very interesting. Huh? Members, we are all teachers. And there was this class and there was that class. Now, the rest of the staff, come here. Please, the rest of the staff. No, I mean, the support staff, not teachers. Support staff, please come here. They have another support staff. Yes, wonderful. Get closer. Close up, close up. We are going to sing Kodina, okay? And one part is Zempiringi Sabina Liange, Zempiringi Sabina Liange. Are we ready? Please. You clap yourselves and you sing, and we want to see how, because you all went to school, okay? Kodina.
Kodina, 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 Wala Sansa, Kodina, Zempiringi Sabina Liange, Zempiringi Sabina Liange, Zempiringi Sabina Liange.
All right, clap them. Sweets. This one. Clap this support staff. Do you know that Yabawe says a Maxi? What do we call that one? Team what? Clap them. Okay. So, the P7 are very busy in notes, in what? That they are no longer flexible to get down for the song. Okay? You've seen the difference. Did I really cheat for anyone? No. Did I? I knew it would come. Then the teachers were like, you know what? Yeah, one yellow duck. Because the ducks indeed go down and do what? Do the ducks swim when they are standing? Yes. Okay. Okay. Someone is saying in the water they can be standing. We may not see them. But really, even when they are walking, we have that ukaka song in PE, like, Wambata, Luachito yangu, Auntie Ndimu. Even can it not explain it to you how a duck walks? So, the third group is like, you know what? Bano bakama bange bandabe batyanga ne ingirisa bina lyange. Oh, why? That's why. Zempiringi sabina lyange. Zempiringi sabina lyange. Nga, you have it. But those are the dynamics of what? Of different classes, where we are, where we are going. But when you were there, do you know the highest voice was for Mr. there. He was the highest. Because the songs were introduced, and in the group, it was what? This one was not picking the fruits, but he was picking from where? He was waiting from up, but he had a support. He may not have been so loud, but the clapping, Yamawe, it was more than that of Bachiga. Okay. Members, I was waking you up so that we finish up. But really, it is necessary. In learning, don't keep the class miserable. Wake them up. Look for something to keep them. Teachers, have you heard how many songs you know? How many of you have given them to the children? Do you know that even up to P7, children need them? But when you enter, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, okay, and you bring the map of Africa. Tana manyana ya Uganda. Omutadeke ya Africa. The lakes of Africa. Ne Lake Victoria tamanyi wesangiwa. Yet it is there. He has not got a chance to go. You're lucky. I suffered again. Teachers, they can tell lies and you believe them. That is why we are poisonous. Yes. The teacher told us when the train is moving and it reaches somewhere, it is going to like to Kasese. The station can be like in Imbarara. And then when it stops, it continues. So he was trying to explain that the station is here, so all of them have to. Now I was like, teacher. Now for me, I'm getting out from Kaburanjire. And then you say, the thing keep on moving. And then, how about my way home? Won't I be lost? Will they pay me my money back? I was beaten. Do you know why? The teacher didn't have the answer for me. He also heard about it. He has never seen a train physically. So, head teachers, administrators always plan tours for the teachers so that they see those things. Let them go to Nairobi, Mombasa, so that they go, and when they're talking about Nakuru town, they know it, that in Nakuru, actually they'll even go ahead and say, actually, those houses are short, Nakuru is near, Naivasha, Naivasha is one of the lakes, Lake Naivasha, in the Rift Valley, the Eastern Rift Valley. You are talking with confidence. Nayogenda Gamba, you see, in the Eastern Rift Valley, there is Naivasha. The child has gone there already. I'm like, who's teaching there? They go there in Tuwazi. The children have been to Fort Jesus, Fort what? And you're like, so like in Fort Jesus, there are these things you find, like, no teacher, hold on. You see, there are forceps and historical whatever. And you're like, sit down, because you think the child is suppressing you, okay? So let the children be in the know by touring around, but motivate the children before you start the lesson or as you continue with the lesson. Can we go ahead with another challenge? You will look at these ones, okay? So visual impairment, you can see. One is a cataract. It starts gradually like this, and it goes on, and eventually covers the eye. That is when the person can no longer see. And yet it can be treated. They can clear it. Do you know there are even natural means of removing? Someone told me, like, you prick here, and you put, that blood can do. Naturally, I did not say medically. Some doctors here can be camouflaging and then they take me to No! Do you know that breast milk can treat the eye when something has fallen in? And yet it is breast milk which can make the milk dirty, the eye dirty. Scientifically, it may look as a what? A dirty substance. But it has ability to do what? To cleanse the eye, and someone sees again. So that is why Masaka, the Masaka district is inviting all those traditional birth attendants, the abasawo b'ekinansi, and so that they show them how they deliver the mothers. Bamulera, because there are those who help the mothers, but maybe they want to see the proper ways of helping them. There are people who refuse to go to the hospital because they will line up anyway and not be attended to. Are we together? So how can we work together? There are natural means. So the eye can have such challenges. So, and some children may be blind when they can see properly. You cannot differentiate. So indicators can be bumping into things, knocking here and there. They want to see. There are those with short-sightedness and there are those with long-sightedness. So you're teaching and you will always find this child at the back. That is when he's able to look at the chalkboard and you. But you know what you always do? You, come and sit here. I'm sorry for those I picked from behind to bring you in front. Like Teacher Immaculate. But I know for every position you have chosen is because you either want to hear properly or see properly. Your positioning, if I have not forced you. And there are those who are like, I'm a sanguine. When I sit behind, I will not attend. Either I'll be reading my book or doing something else, and they choose to sit in front. But on the visual part, look at that child who always wants to sit here. And they will even go an extra mile to go and look at the word. Then he goes back to write. And they will say, you are disorganizing us. You are distorting us. You are disrupting us. Isn't that the way they talk to them, the fellow children? But that child is actually having challenges with either, and in UNEB, we write for such children. I'm a UNEB transcriber. Titles, mwakaziweza, muzibala. Muzibala. What I do. Natandise ndi musomesa. Nenyongera kochi. Chairperson. I'm even contesting for mayorship over Dechi. Ano mchala, kansala ku district katayagala mwa mayor bwachi, bwana Mugongo division. You are joking. Anyway, naene tuchivako. And she's also a what? She's a therapist, a pediatrician in Qigong massage therapy. What else? UNEB official. And she's also a curriculum specialist. Obiwulira. Naye mbuuza olina mmeka mu nsawo nja kukuba eŋŋumi. Nina mmeka? Sirinamu na 10. N'ekikumi tekiriimu. But my pride, my riches are in what I have here to share with you, because I know I am saving many children in this nation. Sirinamu. But what gives me strength is to know that I've shared with you, and there is 1, 2, 3, 10 children that will be saved and will move on and will be happy with you and will perform and will change their attitude and will be positive, and you'll get results. I promise you, you will get results. Okay. So let us look up to these children when they are behind, or that is when we call the parent. You have identified, you have not confirmed. But from these characteristics, sit the children near the teacher. Closer or away from the board, depending on their needs, okay? When writing on the board, make sure they are able to read it. Let your handwriting be bold enough. And many others. But use bigger writing so that, or in UNEB, we use like lenses, those magnifiers. Those gadgets are in UNEB. So here, if you get any child with a visual challenge and really is bad loaf, let him be assessed and his results, medical results, plus a letter from the school. Not only visual, it could be autism, it could be any other, it could be writing, it could be, we are going to look at them. UNEB has a solution for all those. Either extra 45 minutes or an assistant from UNEB. I transcribe for learners from P7, O-level, A-level, and university. Which institution is it? And any other institution. But I have been there, and I have results. But those children were almost taking their lives. They have knowledge and skills, but it comes to the challenge with writing or being able to be supported to complete their exams. So don't sit on their abilities. When you name, the money they pay will come back through Teacher Jackie to support them, and your school will perform. So don't hide, don't chase them away. You will get them, do what you want. I am not there to cheat for this child. He will tell me either right or wrong answer. My duty is to write what he has told me. But in time, is to my duty, because we are going to look at that case, okay? Social emotional challenges, we've talked about it in autism. It affects this. And this child, just let's look at them. They can either choose to be extremely happy, and at a later time, they choose to be extremely sad. At another time, they can be in tears all the time. Have you seen these children? Even a child can come to you and say, Teacher Grace, that boy has said that I'm very beautiful. And they cry. They cry. Another one will tell you, Teacher, you see, the problem is one, we have a big house, and when you asked a question about the windows on our house, I couldn't tell. I can't tell the house. The windows are it is becoming a problem. So imagine, you have a small house, the child is able to say, Daddy's window, our window, the store, and the kitchen, full stop. That is an oral question. The other one, they have a flat like that one. She has always known about the sitting room and her bedroom and the bathroom. The rest is none of her concern. Do you know that that child, even if he's a gifted child, he can be emotional? Emotional disabilities. It's a learning challenge. So they experiences frequent mood swings, like off, on, unhappy or very happy without obvious reason. They show aggressive tendencies. You were asking those questions. Someone is very aggressive, very happy sometimes in class and disturbing everyone, but sometimes coils up or cries and starts reporting to mommy. Yes? Emotional disability. Cries or laughs without reason. Thank you. So what is the way forward? Allow the child time away from learning environment to have space to think, okay? Sometimes we say, okay, it's all right. If you can ask an obvious answer, but this child was somehow off at that time. He's in his mood swings, So you can say, it's okay. Would you like to go out and think about it? Would you like to have some space? Create space for that child. But when he says it properly, or even when he has a challenge, let him say it out and be corrected. Are we together? So not like he has stood up to tell you like, There are those who will first compose themselves. They're like, say! And you see this child like, because he was composing his answer, you have not given him a chance. There are those who first process the answer to give you that. Do you know why? It could have been that during pregnancy, the mom was denied, the pregnancy was denied. It usually comes like that. Like the other one I told you about. Yes. Nga the mom is always pregnant but emotional. Kati yaneganya omwana namuzaala ntya. Some of them, by the way, men, be careful. When a woman tells you, I'm expecting your baby, calm down. If you cannot tell her what you feel like, the happiness, at least say, I will respond to you. It's okay. The moment you tell her anything negative, the child has already heard it. Because whatever we eat, we think, the way we do, we are sharing with an unborn child. Did you know that? And because of what you've told me, I will always be miserable. And eventually, I will bring out a child with such emotional challenges. So when you look at the children who are in that state, and you go back to penetrate, you'll find that something like that was mentioned, or the mom had maybe stress management issues at places of work, and this child will be always like that. What do you have to do as a teacher? Bring the child closer to you. You are the best friend, not others. Are we together? Jemuli? Jemuli? Very good. Oyoteba mukanga kanga. Takangibwa kangibwa. Okay. We have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Look at them. ADHD. We said, what is it all about? Both are developmental disorders, ADD and ADHD, okay? And they are marked especially by persistent symptoms of inattention. Attention span is what? Such like they have distractibility, like they are so much into forgetfulness or disorganization. You talked about them. They're like attentive in class, but at times they're like, what is 2 plus? Teacher, I know it. Yes, stop there. I will tell you the answer. You're like, hey, hold on. What? Okay, tell us the answer. Teacher, what did you say? What were you asking about? He has even forgotten that. Even the first digit, he has forgotten it. But he was ready to answer you. Do you have them? Someone mentioned it. You are still explaining about something. He is like, yes, teacher, even at home. And you're like, keep quiet. Like, okay. I'll not talk. Teacher, I'll not tell you anything. Even what? Okay. You're like, hey! You're like, okay. Teacher, I've kept quiet. Even I'm holding my mouth. I'll not say anything. But the mouth is still talking. When he comes from home, Kabeka sinje ngalileti, and he enters, you're like, teacher, let me tell you, I am very sorry, I'm very late, but I'm going to tell you. You see, Mommy gave birth to a baby boy, bouncing baby boy, the first one ever in our family. And actually, he looks like me. You know what? He gave birth from this, grade B hospital. And today morning, it's when, you see, I had to come after seeing my brother. You know, hey! Okay, teacher. You lie down and say, so, you see, teacher, let me tell you, we have 10 spoons in the cupboard plus 2 cups, and they are red and green, and what? They will tell you every story for you to forgive them. And eventually, like, go away from here. And she goes. I may have said that I suffered by my teacher, but my teachers suffered too. Me, I'm the best example. You make me lie down. You give me one stick, the second one, I'm on your neck. I'm on your shoulders. Atenga nkufukira. Tebachiwulidde. Nja kufukira. Because I fear the sticks so much. So by the time I'm like, teacher, let me tell you. Okay, let me first go and susu. Like, I said lie down. Okay, teacher, let me lie down. But you know what? You sent me for those sticks. You people would carry the sticks and they would be starting with me. I carried the sticks. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to bring like 30 of them. But please, today, forgive me. Like I've said, like, I want it. And in no time, I'm on your shoulders. I'm like, yeah. Like, you try to get me, you are wet. So they used to beat me like, kachwa, when I'm standing. One is enough for me. Jackie, you, like how? Watch it to Jakuduka because I trusted my legs. Have you seen those children? He will make you run around the whole class. What's wrong, my sweetheart? Wow. Okay. Come here. Come. She wants a muzinda. Hey, camera what? Come, baby. Come. Do you know how to dance? A boogie, boogie, boogie. Turn. Clap for her. Dance. A boogie, boogie, boogie. A boogie, boogie. That's the way it washes its clothes. Yeah! Okay. You go to mommy. Clap her, Bambi. She's so lovely. Yes. You're teaching and the aeroplane is passing. How do you manage the class? You have to create a situation for the children to stay in class. Hallelujah. Where are we? ADHD. The children will be in class. The mind will be left, right, north, central, east, west. And every time they are seated, they are thinking about either to pinch someone or to jump and say something, or they want to, even in bed, they rotate. Matrons. Do you have such children? At night, they wake up and they're like, hallelujah, amen, hallelujah, amen, and they start to walk. Eh? You are there, yeah, everyone is sleeping. I'm like, who let the dogs out? Whoa, 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 whoa. Eh? Deep in the night. And the matron will go in the morning. Madam, mudomu tulinayo musezi. Si musezi. He has attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Or attention deficit disorder. The deficit disorder is mild, okay? But that person, the shoes will be chibaliga, bananas. Have you seen the children? Ngabambala chibaliga. Have you seen them? You are like on a carpet and you're telling them, put on your shoes. He will put them opposite. Originally, and he runs comfortably. ADD. Number 2, they can be there and you say button your shirt. The one, it will be or cheek or one cigar, like one button, the last one will be this, crisscross. Over, they will always put on clothes inside out. Not because they intend, their mind is the other way around. Are we together? And so they are so much into destructive, forgetfulness, and disorganizing. So they will be the head girls. They want to be everywhere all the time. So you as a teacher, look for activities for that child to occupy them. Are we together? That is why you see like beautiful pieces here. Give him, at least when he's done with his work, tell them to do something like this, okay? When you're marking, he will do. He will forget about his work, but will escort you to mark for you. Mubalinayo? Like, teacher, this one has made a mistake. You see, you were supposed to subtract. Mama, nainga kuwaka fu. It is a dead. Jackie, give me your book. What have you done? Teacher, you see, I was helping the other one. She's my friend. You know, every break she gives me some. So I was helping her to finish her work so that we finish mine, you know. You have taught us about teamwork. Hallelujah. ADD. Are you still dying of anger because of these children? They are on the list of learning what? Challenges. They can be like, you will see them running even when those, whatever, they will penetrate. ADD, ADHD. And at night, they sleepwalk, okay? They wake up. Have you heard about someone waking up and you dream, then you open, and then you hear someone, like, then you get him, and you take him back to bed, and he sleeps. Even like in old age, ADD can be there. All together. So when you see children in class at times dozing off, get to know they did not sleep at night. And they will not doze off for a long time. They will wake up and start disorganizing. They will start from where they stopped. So that is ADD. And they will always have a lot of questions. Teacher, so you said next week we are going for a tour. Tour to where? And when we reach there, what will we do? After that, what time are we going to come back? And teacher, you're like, shut up! Like, okay, teacher, I'm going to tell my mommy because I was about to ask her for money, but you, teacher, you are not telling me the truth. And I'm going, hey, keep quiet. And you don't look at me like that because teacher has told me to keep quiet because... Please forgive them. Sit the child away from distractors, okay? If you want, let the child be near you. And always call upon their names, okay? Vary the space of the lesson and look for other activities. So that's why I brought these things. These are beads. Each one is like 2,000. These are for the hands. You chop and you keep them prepared, okay? This child will not only be learning more math, will be learning color identification. He will be learning, like getting fine motor skills. He will be learning creativity because this one is something like 2,000, okay? And you look at this, it's not from town. This was made by children with autism. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, even what madam took. But your duty is to create something for this child to be to be attended to. By the end of the lesson, you will have him, he will have finished his work, but instead of distracting others, he will be attending to something else. Are we together? Occupy them. Like the one I told you that we've added. So even with ADHD, you create, And those are the notes. Now, any question about ADD, ADHD? I explained it more when I was talking about autism, the hyperactive. They also need that therapy to calm them down, okay? They're so lovely. They're so lovely. But if you hate them, they'll create trouble for you. You hate him, he will create trouble for you. And worst of it, for the child with autism, for them, they even read your minds. He looks at you like, yeah, you are against me, so I'll be away from you. And they want to be in the field all the time. Did you say someone is in the field? Because they've read your hearts like, so he's like, Kankuvido, so mesakale. And yet, they want results at the end of the day. Teachers, mukama bakwateko, omumanyo yomwana gwosanganga. To be in class or to be in the field, you choose for him to be away and you teach ababagenda. Not so, because frankly, you've not been knowing how to help them. But he can be there disorganizing. Did you say that some of them disorganize and at the end of the day, they bring you results? Look for how to help them. Mwetuli mklasi? Okay. I created these because we have forgotten about them. But hopscotch, this is called a hopscotch, and it has a lot of mathematics, okay? It has a lot of what? Math. Do you remember it? Who remembers it? The hopscotch. Yeah. Come and skip. Yes. First of all, what do we use? Huh? Okay, now there are two parts. What do we use to play it? Wait. There?
What I remember is we used to get something which is a little bit flat like this that can easily move and meet in a certain point where you want
Here
it.
it is. Good. Start.
But, madam, like the way he said,
The way you know it, the way. Start. Okay. Good. They are in class. Kale. Kaku good. Another one. Yes. You've not come. She has not come. Yeah. Abazirundako. The game is here. Oh.
Okay.
Tell them.
We used to play it like this.
Step one.
Step one.
Ekizimbe kigwa bannange. Yeah! Thank you. Okay, for purposes of demonstration, please continue. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, let's say it is here. Bani abanekweka jangu. Come and play. Moja mbili tatu, enter. Go. Yes. 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 And yes. Good. Wonderful. What is your observation on this? What are the rules? We want to know the rules. Number one, when you throw this, what are you aiming at? When you are throwing, because you have to throw up to there.
Target and accuracy.
Accuracy.
Yes.
2.
Target.
3. Focus. 4.
I think the brain.
Eye-hand coordination. Give me the card. Fine. You are not only throwing, but there is eye-hand coordination. And you are throwing with all the concentration so that it goes And the rule is one. If you are throwing it here, you do what? There is discipline. Immediately when he did like this, I probably like, that was already red card. There is one more. When I'm doing this, she jumped and the whole building was shaking. What is this? Yes? Physical what?
Fitness.
Yes, it is called gross motor skills. This body is doing what? And the child is practicing to be, the bones are getting perfect. The child is coordinating. The child is counting. The child is attending. And this child is disciplined. Because if he's able to listen to his fellow children, he is able to do what? To attend to you. How many games have you got for your children outside the classroom? Even if it is in class, make it there, okay? Instead of sliding and falling, let them play this game. Can you revise? These are called games of law. You even know it. You need chibokos. Kale. Aha, please sit down. Teacher Munangi. Please pass it on. So that child who is maybe disturbed like that, let him also jump, also learn how to discipline others. Then, we shall come to this one. Dyslexia is another challenge that has made us have headache. It has made us have what? Yet it is as simple as being genetical. It is being what? Genetical. And it is something to do with, this is, let's read together. First of all, let us read. Dyslexia. Dyslexia. Let's read. Mm-hmm. Babo. Okay. Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia. So the two are related. It is either numbers or words. And you have met these children. Dyslexia, like calculia, is from our Latin word for calculations, or numbers, or numerals, okay? So, from P, like lower primary, you will see more of these cases, okay? But when this child reaches primary 2, and by the end of primary 2, you still see the same case, oyomuleke. Sikugambye mugobe. Mwesonyiwe and learn his pattern of writing. Appreciate him orally. Because toja muchusa, echo chiri genetico. Chiri wati? They will write B. They will write B when they actually meant D. They can write A like that, when actually it is supposed to be. They will write 7 like this instead of this. 6 will appear like that, when it was supposed to be like this. There is one I have. For him, he chooses to write H, and when you read, you ask him, what are you reading? He's reading M. But others, they are like this, when they mean this. They are like this when they mean this. Dyslexia. And many others. And there are those who are dyslexic even in speech. You say tomato, he tells you matato. You say chalk, he tells you coach. Dyslexia, dyscalculia. And really, this is why UNEB sends people, okay? It is another reason for UNEB sending me. I have graduated. One is at Pilak. Last year he was doing her last internship. These are girls from Gayaza High School. They went there, and by A level, we were called, Jackie, you've been taken to Gayaza to transcribe. And after Gayaza, they still had to call for me at Makerere to transcribe for them. After COVID, you heard that there was this candidate who was the best, and she was dyslexic. She was one of the best students, Shifra Akantambira. From Gayaza, she went to Weranyanji, and she insisted that she needed me. My duty is for UNEB to pay me. Kamuchitundu mwana, aka COVID, I had to be paid heavily. Nazirina, Weranyanji, that is my home area. It's where I originate. I slept in the bishop's house. That's my uncle. But I had to help that girl. You people, I have never been to A level. sikolangako A-level, but I've done it more than 8 times for supporting that learner. Gwe lwaki omuyiikiriza wano when I have met them up there? Why do you refuse them here when we have met them up there? Let the child be. Sigwe wa mutonda, the mind changes the words. The lenses are, it's a disorder that changes the lenses and brings the words. And these children, they look at the words like ngabizi na malaba. Have you ever danced in Rwanda? Ta, 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 ta. So that's how they look at the letters dancing. And by the time he writes it, you remember the other girl, Deriu Marex Tekiu for Teken Keriu of Mei. Dyslexia. That was her challenge. But the mom was about to do what? Do you have those children? Calm down. I'm answering the question of that one was, what will I do about this child's handwriting? Now you know what to answer to a parent and how to help the child understand his writing. It will never change. I may tell you of someone very important, but because I'm online, I will not mention the name. But she is our open water swimmer internationally. She's dyslexic, and it is genetical. Have you heard? She is. I found her in one school, and she was there. But let her go down. She will pick the coin in the swimming pool with her mouth. She's like a toad in swimming. That's her skill. So if she cannot do much here, why not develop her there where she can? And she represents the school. And how about using her other abilities to bring her here? Because she may not write for you. But give her computer. These are the children in the computer room that are turning things upside down because they are like this. Am I wrong? Computer teachers, where are you? Yes. Eh? DJ, do you have them? In class they are down, but in computer, they are fine. Because he can recognize that that is a B. But when he's writing it, the mind tells him it is written like this, permanently. Please understand them, okay? So to them, everything is like, the lights, the rays are going all the ways, okay? So dyslexia may come along with other conditions like dyscalculia. The person finds it difficult identifying shapes. You tell them, draw a triangle, he will draw for you a circle or the height of a cow. And you tell him, what is this? Like, teacher, that is a triangle. You're like, Ruhanga wanje. What is this? Teacher, it is a triangle. He has tried, but it has corners. Have you ever seen a triangle with corners? Because when he's drawing, or how he has seen it, it is actually having those curves because of his mind. Bambi, forgive and understand. All together. It has a name. So if you have that child and the parent comes, yeah, packs a Prado, yeah, tell me about my child. Yeah, why is my child not writing properly? Why is my... Yeah, you said, Daddy, the child actually has a case. Somewhere we expect, don't perfect, but say from his writing and from his background, right from down there, we are now in P2, he has come writing like this. But we are trying to ask him orally so that we see how to examine him but it is well. Because yes, some parents follow up on the books and handwriting at home and eventually get the sticks and they beat these hands, okay? They beat the what? The hands have nothing to do. This child's motor skills are perfect, but the mind is the one giving him what to write. All together. Spelling is having difficult. Person writes and drawing, difficult to read and understand. The person writes letters and numbers the wrong way. You have seen that. Huh? All those are attached, and the solutions are there. Help them to recognize that even short words such as heart are actually made up of 3 sounds like ha, a, and t. Okay? They will understand gradually. Okay? I have a question for nursery teachers and all of us. How do we call this in writing? Standing line or standing stick? Thank you. How about this one? Sleeping line, sleeping stick. Thank you. How about this one? Slanting stick, slanting line. Thank you. How about this? We are there. There? Try. Huh? A backward slanting stick. Okay, backward. Okay, let's put it here. Backward. Good. Let's continue. How about this? A curve. Huh? A curve facing up. Good. How about this one? Wonderful. Okay. How about this? A curve facing forward. All right. And this? A curve facing. And this? A circle? Is it a circle? Math teachers are going to arrest you. It is a what? A ball? Huh? A what? The remaining sweet goes to her. It is a round. It is a what? Teacher Miriam. Aha. Okay. Just a small clap yourselves. You're wonderful. It is a small correction using language rules. This one, correct. This one, correct. And this one, in writing, we have a one-on-one correspondence. Okay? Now, I'm a nursery teacher too. I told you I'm a primary teacher, but now I'm a nursery teacher. I have arrived in nursery. So, when we are writing, we start from where? Left to? Okay. So if I was to start, is this a standing stick backward or forward? According to the angle, mathematics teachers help us. Where did we start writing from? We started from up, but slightly we went where? Wonderful. Did we go down? We went back. We went where? We started from here and went down, okay? So where the point ends, you measure, is it back or forward? Just point of correction, okay? And it is a slanting stick backward. Or standing stick, backward. Huh? So, because this is a standing stick, okay? It is standing. So when you are saying slanting stick, when I put one, you were like, yeah, confidently. But now, the challenge came. They were almost the same, but one is opposite the other, okay? Here, that is where the point is. And because this one is starting from the left to the right, it is the slanting or standing stick forward, because we write moving forward, not like in the Arabic way. Are we together? Here, we have started here. Where are we going? Down. So, because some of us are dyslexic temporarily,